on firm ground, things that you've heard about, talked about, that it won't be long before we can.
You will have everything music-wise that you do will be shifted onto a computer. But every piece of hardware in the studio that you now use, like a tape deck or a mixing console, I think you'll find those will disappear over the next 5 years, and everything will be on a computer. So you have your entire virtual studio on a computer, and it will be of the quality that you would come to expect from some of the larger studios that are currently in the world today.
And then I'll have one in my house, and I'll be able to put it out.
You'll probably be able to do something like touch the screen as well, and you can bring up all your various different instruments, and it starts to get even more sort of wild and unbelievable.
I wrote a piece in a paper in a magazine some years ago talking about a brain to computer connector, brain to MIDI connector. And I got over 24 letters in saying, when will this be available? but it was, and I done it. It was a spoof thing. It's in the April edition, and it's all about having a little operation that put a little port in the back of your head that you could plug a wire in and go to your computer. So whatever you thought, if you thought of a tune, the computer would write it. And people actually wrote in saying, when will this be available? Do you think that will ever be available?
Do you know that's it's something that I think about sometimes. That this could be something that will come out in the next 5-10 years.
But what I'm not so interested in is I'm not so interested in these packages now. You can buy CD-ROMs that will write up. There's the Top of the Pops one that will write you a song, and you just select button A, and then put button C with it, and then rhythm Q, and there you go. It's your pop song.
Yeah.
It's just mix and match.
Well, I think they are starting to try and make a more of a community of it, because you can now actually have musicians talking to each other over the internet.
Yeah, but then my favourite time, in the world, when I'm doing music, my favourite moment is the bit between 4 and the music started. So I go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That moment of expectation when everybody goes, and they just start to play. And I love the fact of big wooden, computer mixing desks, and everybody's sitting there around there, and they've all got a cup of coffee. And I actually love that. I really love big wooden 1, 2, 3, 4. And when I make music at home, I very rarely make music at home anymore because I just get lonely. And I think it permeates itself into the charts. I think that there's such a lot of bleak music out nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from the era of the 80s. I always like the 80s music. If you listen to some of the music that's out there nowadays, you just start to think, how on earth did they get away with it? It was such a vast array of music in the 80s. It was all very, very different, and I think a lot of that essence of making music has been taken away in today's pop.
I mean, even in the 80s, where it was the start of the computer boom, and I remember all those times, and they were sort of like this technology, but in a very primitive state, and it was like these things are so unstable that they'd go off on tangents at any point. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? But big wooden, and but it was the fact that you might have a dozen people in the studio at one point. But in the last 10 or 15 years, I've never been in a studio where there's another big wooden